Oh, 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 oh. What it do? Turn up. Turn up. Send this to as many people as you can. It's the top discussion, shorty. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hopefully I'm good. You. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up, yo? What's up, yo? See y'all tuning in. I ain't doing the bubba. You. What it do? Why does it always do that? It's like I gotta invite somebody. They accept my request. What's up, y'all? How y'all week going? Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Send this line to 3 people. 5 people, 10 people. Yo. What it do? Yes, sir.
We in the building tonight. What's up, cuz? Talk to me.
Cool, man. How you doing?
Good, baby. What's happening?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Sipping on this nice, peanut. You feel me? It's one of them nights tonight. It's one of them nights tonight.
It's one of them nights, huh?
Yes, sir.
I ain't mad at you, man. Where you get that from, son?
Next door, literally.
Man, what's happening, guys? Everybody pulling in, top discussion every Thursday. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Chilling, man. Chilling. You know what time it is? You know what time it is, man.
I already know what the time it is, man. Do me a favor, share this out to 3 people. Don't be stingy with the conversation. Don't be stingy with the discussion. Don't be just stingy with the community. Just go ahead and share that out. 3 people and comment the word done. That's all I need.
Yes.
That's all I ask.
Yes. Yes. How your week going, man? How's the week going?
Week is good, man. Week is good.
I hear that.
I mean, trying to get my energy back. Had a rough last weekend. You know what I mean? Partying too hard. But we back.
I hear that. Same thing. Workload picked up for me, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little tired myself. But you gotta keep that thing going, you hear me?
Hey, one thing about it, we gotta earn your sleep, bro. Don't just go to sleep.
Yes.
Make sure you earn that thing every single day. You gotta make sure you earn that sleep. Let me ask you a quick question real quick. Because we got a real special guest on here, a self-love coach, man. I gotta ask you, yo. Do you really think that you love yourself?
Truthfully, I've been falling short of that. But as of lately, I started to love myself more. I started to have more confidence in myself. I started going back to the gym. I started telling myself affirmations every morning that I could do whatever I put my mind to. Whatever I put my mind to. Nothing can stop me. Not one person, not one thought. I try to not to think. I have my times, but I try not to think anything negative. You know what I mean? Affirmations every morning, bro. Now it's coming up as my reminders on my phone. You are great. You can do anything you put your mind to. Nothing is stopping you except for you.
Right. Would that be like, how many times you gotta say an affirmation until it actually click, right? Because a lot of people just say it to say it.
You gotta say it all the time. You gotta say it when you're having a good day. You gotta say it when you're having a bad day several times. It's funny, somebody cut me off and I had to tell myself don't get swallowed up by the wrong things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get swallowed up by the wrong things. Don't let anything negative penetrate that great mind of yours. You hear me?
Sound like
you gotta continuously.
You sound like you've been putting it in your mind. It sounds like
trying.
you've been working on that thing, baby.
I'm trying. I'm trying. You know, somebody told me a great man, all a great man can do is try and complete and execute. Try not to fail.
Ain't that a myth though? Why we just gonna try? Why we just don't do?
No, you could do it. You definitely could do it. But if you don't try, you definitely ain't doing nothing. Effort has to be put into everything that you do. Effort. It's effort, effort, effort. But you know, we have our days. We have our days. We have our thoughts. Certain things we're not supposed to be thinking. One of our guests said, "What you got to tell yourself 7 positive things to get rid of 1 negative." You know what I'm saying?
At least, at minimum.
Yes.
At minimum. It might take
Yes.
14. It might take 21. You know what I mean? Like, for real.
Yes.
Negativity is everywhere. It overshadows and overpowers a lot of steps and a lot of things in our life.
Yes,
and we don't even realize it. Like the conversations we have with ourselves. We beating ourselves down. They're going out in the world, and now we got double the trouble. The world beating us down, we beating ourselves down. How are we supposed to win? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a war. It's a war. It's a war against, you know, your own mental mindset.
Big facts.
You know,
I'm glad though. I'm glad you're in that mental space though, man.
Oh, definitely. You got it.
Don't get out and rearrange nobody's frame, man. That being said, man, we gonna jump into it. Miss Deanna, where you at? I see you in the comments.
She right here. She right here. She right here. She ready to go.
Let's get it.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
hello.
What's going on with you?
How are you?
Blessed. We blessed in the building. We're going to jump right into it.
Absolutely. What do you know about a peanut, by the way?
What I know about it, I know it makes me feel real good.
They're amazing, right?
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love listening to what you were saying when he asked you if you loved yourself, and you were very honest about that. Like that.
Yeah. I think, you know, I go back and forth sometimes, you know, because we go through things, you know what I mean? And sometimes we don't think about when we dive too deep into negativity, that is not loving yourself at all, because it kind of is like self-sabotage at the same time. You know, what you thinking is what you are, what you eat is what you are, what you drink is what you are. You know what I mean?
And so whatever you tell your mind is what your mind knows. Whatever you tell your mind.
Trying to work my mind out of that. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
That's what's up. Miss Deanna,
great.
you in the
Thanks
building
for having me on.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know what's up.
Well, hello,
let the people know exactly.
I'm Deanna. Yeah, I'm Deanna Mashon. I'm a self-love coach, self-proclaimed self-love coach. I mean, it's what I do, which comes from a lot of pain. That's how you get there sometimes. And making lots of bad choices and not understanding the value of your own self.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. But a lot of bad things have happened to me from childhood all the way up through 40s, really. And excuse me for 1 second. Can you stop, please? My kids just walked in the door, of course. So it's like chaos right now. Go upstairs, please. Go upstairs, please. Thank you. But, you know, a lot of bad things have happened to me, a lot of negative things. I mean, I grew up with an alcoholic, drug addict father. My mother left me when I was 1. My grandmother raised me. And I think that a lot of us suffer from a lot of our childhood issues. And so I like to teach people how to heal the inner child and how to really value yourself, because I think we're taught to always take care of everybody else, right? We're taught to always, especially women, and I'll even go a step further and say Black women, we're taught to nurture, take care of everybody, and you're always last. And if you do something for yourself, it's selfish, right? It's not. But I went through, you know, 3 marriages, 3 divorces, like all kinds of stuff, and abusive, toxic relationships. And it took a lot of that, a lot of crying, a lot of, you know, self-doubt. Even when I was younger, wishing I was not alive. You know, why am I in this? Why is my life like this? This is horrible. But I was always thinking those negative thoughts. So back to what you said, is like the more you're thinking, oh, I'm broke, I'm stressed, my life sucks, all this stuff, guess what's going to happen? All the things you're telling yourself is going to keep going. Yeah. So I got into affirmations. I heard you mention affirmations. I have Post-it notes all over my house. Anybody that knows me, my friends know, you come in my house, you'll see Post-it notes in my kitchen, my bathroom, everything that says you are enough. Life is great. I love my happy, abundant life. Everything is always working out for me. Money comes to me easily and freely. You need all those constant reminders, because what have you been told your whole life? Oh, it's hard out here. You got to grind. It's okay if he doesn't hit you, as long as, you know, as long as he's not hitting you, you know, like we're taught all these crazy things, right? And it's a lot of it is just getting out of the conditioning of what we've been taught.
Yes. Whew. This about to get deep. This gonna be one of them deep sentimental discussions, right?
I love it. Let me have a drink. Yeah.
I'm trying to go through like the path of like how you able to just tell your story in front of anybody and just let it flow confidently. Because a lot of people they in the shell. Like, I'm not about to tell nobody. Like,
that is an excellent question that no one has ever asked me. So thank you for asking me that.
Oh, you're on the top discussion. Excellent.
Yeah, no, but that's a great question. So I think so believe it or not, as a child growing up the way that I did, I had low self-esteem. I actually had to go to counseling to feel like I was an attractive person. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was worthless. I mean, think about when your mother leaves you. It's like, if your own mother can leave, how can you trust anybody? How can anybody love you, right? So I was always down in the dumps. And I went through, like I said, really difficult marriages. I was very, in abusive situations. And it just, one day, something hit me and everything, because I always knew as a child that, like, there was more. I always knew that I deserved more. I don't know why I knew, but I always knew that. And one day I was just sitting on my couch and I looked at a baby picture of mine. I only have like 1 or 2 baby pictures. And I was like, wow, who would have thought that this little thing was going to go through all these things? Who was going to go through all this trauma in life? And something hit me. Well, I was in a very abusive situation. I remember begging God to get me out. And I said, God, if you get me out of here, I'll bring glory to your name. I will do whatever I can. You know that prayer. We've all prayed that, right? So I'm like, and eventually, though, I got out. He started sending the right people. Like, I started learning about affirmations. The right positive people started coming into my life. And I remember sitting on the couch that day, looking at my baby picture, and I just started writing this post. And I started talking about how I had been married 3 times, how I was abused, and how I've done all these crazy things, and how I never thought I was worth anything. And something just said to me, you know what? There's healing in transparency. And I wanted healing. And so even though I pushed send and I sent it to the world, it was for me. It freed me, And that's where it all started, where I just was able to exhale. And then God was like, look, you got to help other people. There was pain in your purpose and purpose in your pain, really.
I'm going to clap it up. You got to clap it up. Turning that pain into power is powerful.
That's powerful.
Yeah. And I mean, people look at me, I say these things a lot. People look at me and they're like, oh, she's light-skinned, green eyes. She's got a perfect life. I had a miserable life. I had a very miserable life most of my life. And the only thing that freed me was to be transparent and to know that I could help someone else, and for them to understand that, hey, you see all these perfect individuals and people out here looking like they're in perfect relationships. I know what it's like to go to work after just being called a bitch and being told I'm worthless, and I got to go stand in front of everybody smiling. I know what that pain is like. And so when I started learning how to love myself, it was a game changer. And my friends can attest. Some of my friends that are on here, they can attest to that. Like, they've seen me go from miserable, down and out, depressed, broke, everything, to creating boundaries. That's another big thing. Y'all need to learn how to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't respect yourself and you don't respect your time and you don't respect your energy, what makes you think somebody else is going to?
Come on now.
That's a big one right there. That's a big one right there. That's a big one. I ain't know how to say no for nothing. And I realized the backlash that came with it. You feel me? Because
you're really harming yourself.
You nice, once they realize you too nice, oh, any way they can have you, they gonna have you. You know what I mean? So yeah, you definitely gotta learn how to say no.
Yeah, because when you say no, you're basically honoring yourself. You're being authentic with yourself, and there's no better feeling, really. I mean, for me, again, it's like, you know, I give so much love to people because I know what it's like not to feel loved. But I encourage them always, and especially my own children, I encourage them to put, like, you know, if my kids run track and they're always number one and everything, and I always say, you know, mommy's so proud of you, but are you proud of yourself? Because that's really all that matters, as long as you're proud of yourself. Doesn't matter if I'm proud of you or not. You know, so we kind of have to start early. We have to start early with teaching children how to value themselves. And heal. Like, I have a lot of childhood wounds. We got to heal those childhood wounds.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
And especially you men, right? Like, you men, you're told what? Don't cry. Don't have feelings. You know, don't act like a girl. All that stuff, right? But then we say, okay, now go get married and love that woman. Have a healthy relationship.
Trying to tell you.
How do you do that?
Like,
that's true. I mean, I'm still learning as a man myself. You feel me? Definitely. You know, you got to learn how to love yourself before you love anybody else, and that's real big right there. That's real.
What do they tell you on the airplane? Cover your face first before you help anybody else, right?
Yeah.
That's a bar.
So why do we get alarm systems? Because we want to protect our house. You know, there's but we don't do anything to protect our own energy.
Come on now.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nah, you ain't. Hey, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come on now.
Keep going.
What questions do you have for me?
I need you to elaborate on something. I was looking at one of your posts and you said something that stuck with me. It says, life doesn't give you what you want. It only gives you what you think you deserve. Please elaborate on that for me, please. Please.
Oh, I love you. I love you. I believe that I have manifested everything that I have in my life. I used to believe that you have to work hard, grind, work overtime, do all this stuff just to get to where you want to be. But really, you can attract the things that you deserve. So I read this book, and it said, I think it was like the prayer of Jabez or something like that, when I was really more so into church. I was raised in the church. I have to say I've given up a lot of that conditioning. I love me some God, but I'm definitely more spiritual and into the universe now and law of attraction. But I read this book, and it said, you know, this guy had passed away and God was walking him through heaven, and he kept wanting to go to this one door. And God was like, nah, you're not ready for that door. You're not ready for that, right? So he kept saying, well, why not? Can you just show me what's in there? So eventually he gets through it. He goes to this room. It's got all these beautiful big boxes with red ribbons and all this stuff. And he said, what is all this? And he said, well, it was all the blessings that I had for you, but you never asked for them. You didn't even know you deserved them. So they're in this room, right? And then I just started thinking, you know, you have not because you ask not. And then I started thinking, wait a minute. I start seeing all these people with all this money and these cars and these houses and all this stuff. And like, freedom for me is very important to create generational wealth for my children. So I said, well, if they can have that, why don't I deserve that? Why can't I have that? And so I just started saying these things like, you know what? And honestly, Oprah, I watch a lot of things, a lot of affirmations, and things just started confirming that for me. I deserve that too. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be free. I deserve to have an abundant life. So the more you believe that you deserve these things, when I tell you, they just start coming to you. It's incredible. It's incredible. Life is not going to give you things that okay, so you brought up affirmations. I could sit here and say all day, you know, oh, I'm enough. I deserve the world. And then just walk away, right?
Come on.
Not how that works. So affirmations is writing down or saying something that you believe that you deserve. So if I say money comes to me easily and freely, and then I'll just start imagining the money just coming into my bank account. I'm like, oh God, thank you so much. Like, I'm so grateful for that. This is what I've always wanted. I deserve it. I write it down. I have stuff popping up on my phone. I'm like, oh my God, I really deserve this. I really deserve this. And I get really grateful. I've even cried just feeling grateful before. You've got to be in the grateful state, a state of gratitude at all times. And you can make anything happen. But you have to know that you deserve it. And knowing that you deserve it comes from learning how to value yourself. Because I can tell you, hey, you're such a nice guy. You deserve the world. I don't know you, but I can tell you that all the time. But if you don't know that you deserve it, it's not going to come to you. That's one of my favorite sayings, though. Life doesn't give you what you want. It only gives you what you think you deserve. And it's so true.
From hitting that 180, like, that's a 180 from going to that to this. And really, like, tell me, like, your belief level. Like, how, like, what the, like, that's just, it's crazy. A lot of people talk to themselves the same way that you're saying. Like, yo, I just don't deserve it. Oh, I'm ugly.
Right. Well, because, okay, now, and no disrespect to anybody's religion, right? But I know that I grew up in a church where they were always like, oh, God, I'm not worthy. When did God say you weren't worthy? When did he say that? Like, no, he says that you're made in my image, right? So you have power and authority, and I want you to have an abundant life. So what makes you think you're not worthy? So we grow up from conditioning of our parents, our grandparents. It's what they have believed and what they've been taught, and then they put it onto us. And now, even with little things, like I grew up pretty poor, and my grandmother always say, oh, I don't have that. I'm sorry, I'm broke. I, started saying that all the time, and I was broke all the time. Negative bank accounts. Okay. And then one day I was just like, I started reading certain books. You're a Badass at Making Money is one of my favorite books. And this was actually, which I have right here, a very big book that helped me, the Motivation Manifesto. Okay. And it talks about like how you deserve everything that, you came into this physical life we're all energy, we're all spirits, right? So the universe is energy. So what you put out there is going to come back to you. And your mind only knows what you tell it. If I sat here and said, oh, I just don't feel good, I'm so tired, what's going to start happening? I'm going to start yawning. I'm not tired.
That's right. Yo, that's right.
That's real. I tell my friends all the time, only speak what you want. Only talk about what you want. Only speak the things you want. Don't talk about what you don't want.
Yeah, because the tongue is a powerful thing. You're so right. You're so right.
It is. But it took a lot. It took a lot to get here, for sure. I never thought I would ever be speaking in front of people. But it just comes down to like, hey, you know what? This is how I can change lives and help other people and manifest my own prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm helping people. I'm changing lives. I want everyone to feel this good. Life is good and it's only getting better, right? I say that every day. Life is good and it's only getting better.
It's the energy. It's the energy for me. That's what
Tell me about champagne and conversation.
Yeah, we still have to do that. We were actually going to do that, and then another COVID thing hit, and I don't even remember which strand it was. I was like, okay, everybody got sick, so we couldn't do it. But I'm really close with Gloria Mayfield Banks, who is the #1 salesperson in the nation for Mary Kay, actually, and she is a big-time motivational speaker. And we connected on the topic of narcissism. I don't know how much you guys know about narcissism.
A lot.
we ain't gonna go there.
Do people tell you you're a narcissist?
We ain't gonna go there.
I mean, no.
So about this event you were saying?
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
Yeah, but that's just something that we want to start doing in person because we can talk like this all day, right? And I can do Zoom calls and everything, but when you're in the midst of someone and their energy can transfer onto yours, and you can really change lives in that way as well. So champagne and conversations is something that we're going to start doing, and it's the main topic is going to be about narcissism. I was in a marriage that was I learned about narcissism in that marriage. And part of knowing how to value yourself, I would say, when you start valuing yourself, you really start seeing all the red flags. Yes. And all I can say is, my dog is like doing all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry for the noise.
All right.
But all I can say is, narcissism can break you down as well. And you just have to recognize those red flags. But that's where the champagne and conversation is coming from. It's going to be mostly topics about self-love and narcissism and how to recognize red flags, how to establish healthy boundaries.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would love to watch that.
Definitely. Yeah, Dayron, your wheels are spinning. I see you. Your wheels are spinning.
I'm good. I'm just not going to be at no champagne and whatever, but I support it. I reshare it. Yo, talk to me about like the physical. Like, is self-love physical, right? Like, I see you work out in the gym. Like, yo, this is gonna be the best year of my life, fit-wise. Like, is self-love about getting in the gym as well?
So, I mean, it depends on the person. I think for me, that has helped save me mentally and emotionally, working out.
Okay.
I don't look at it as like, oh God, I gotta go work out. I look at it as like, let me go save my mental health today. And I'm around good people with good energy. I think self-love comes with, yes, wanting to be at your best, your highest level at all times, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. You have to know how to balance those things. And a lot of us, and I'm just going to say women because I'm a woman. Right. I'm a mother. I have 3 kids. I do a lot by myself. I have a dog. Like, I have a lot of responsibility. I have multiple jobs. I do coaching. I'm doing a lot at all times. So for me to get a massage once a month, for me to work out at least 4 days a week, I eat well. I eat mostly plant-based. I'm drinking kombucha. Now, don't think that I'm that good because I do have tequila in this, okay? But...
Time out. What? Time out. What? Hey, yo.
I just wanted to show you that I'm not, I have flaws too, okay?
No.
No, I have put a little tequila in it, but this is like a healthy digestive drink. It's, I try to put I don't try anything because I don't believe in trying. You do or you do not do. But most of the time I put healthy things into my body, and I have to talk to myself a lot. I used to have I used to eat crap all the time, fried foods, fast food, sweets, a lot. And I used to hide it and all of that. And I had to ask myself, where is this coming from? Why do I feel like I need all this stuff? But I wasn't valuing myself. I just was like, well, it doesn't matter. This tastes good to me right now, so whatever. But now I'm like, no, I have to be here. I have to be here for my kids. I feel amazing. Like, most people don't believe I'm 45. I just turned 45.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
And I don't watch the news.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I guess that's a 45 and older thing. They watch the news. No,
I don't watch the news. Oh. I haven't watched the news in 6 years.
For real?
Yeah, because tell me about the news.
I can't tell you nothing. Why did you stop watching the news? What was your main reason?
Nothing but negativity.
Oh.
That's how they kill people. They scare them. Like all this COVID stuff scared everybody. A lot of people probably died because they were so afraid and they started telling themselves they were going to die.
Yeah. Probably.
And I sound crazy to some people, but I can tell you, and my friends can tell you who are here on this live right now, I don't listen to anything negative. I don't want to hear it. I got no time for it. Nope. For what?
Tell them. Ain't no negativity in the building.
There you go.
For what?
Everybody got a choice. I feel like it's a positive and every negative. You got a choice.
Yep.
Every time I get a flat on the road, I'll be like, yo, you know what? Maybe I slow down so I won't get in a car accident.
Yep. I got a flat tire today. It's like I think it's the first flat tire I've had in probably like 20 years. And I was getting new tires on my car while I had a loaner car and got a flat tire today. And I was just like, okay. Like, it's happening for a reason. Yeah, it's all good.
Y'all talking about flat tires. That's negativity. I need a new tire. So I need y'all to stop. I don't need that.
It's a positive in it.
Too fast.
It's a positive. You can slow down and think, right? I'm on the side of the road. I'm slowing down. I can think. All right. It might be that one thing that's going to click for me today that I'm going to take it to the next level. Know what I mean?
Right.
I'll make sure I call you when my tire.
So you making it negative. We just talked about that. You making it
No,
but seriously, I really think that like self-love is the solution for everything. It's how you end up having really good relationships, not only romantically, but friendships, relationships with your children. Mm-hmm. When you love you, like even for example, I take trips sometimes and my kids are like, oh, you're always going somewhere. And I take them away, of course, too. But I'm like, yeah. Right. And I literally had to sit them down and say, but if mommy's not good, if mommy's not happy, you're not going to have a great life.
Yeah. I mean,
I meditate also. Do you guys meditate?
No, I haven't. Nope. No. Somebody told me I should.
I'm going to challenge you to meditate tonight when we get off the phone. 2 minutes.
All right.
How you meditate? Just sit there in silence?
What'd you say?
How you meditate? Just sit there in silence?
Actually, you can go to YouTube and just type in 2-minute breathing meditation or 2-minute meditation for stress relief, whatever it is you're looking for. Okay. And just sit there and close your eyes.
But did you have to learn how to meditate? Because I know people that tell me they meditate and they get sweating. They start sweating and stuff like that. I don't know where they're going.
No. No, you don't it just quiets your mind. Think about how much you do not. Yes, Eva, thank you. Guided meditation. So it quiets your mind. Think about all the thoughts that are going on in your mind all day, every day, all the things you have to do, all the people that need something from you. If you have kids, you got to do this, you got to do that, right? Uh-huh. It's an incredible feeling if you just shut down for 2 minutes, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and you will have thoughts that are coming into your mind, like, why am I doing this? This feels weird. Da, da, da. Like anything, any thoughts can come to your mind. When they come to your mind, just start focusing again on your breathing. Just think about what it feels like when you're breathing. And before you know it, it'll be over and you'll feel like $1 million. And there's definitely different forms of meditation. You get deeper into it. Like I can do 15 minutes now. But at first it was more like 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. But again, it's another intentional thing. What do you want to do that helps you as you grow older to stay young and to relieve your stress? We look at meditation as such a bad thing, and it's like one of the best things you can do. I don't know if you know I'm sure you know who Steve Jobs was. He passed away. He was the CEO of Apple. Yeah. He had like a rare form of cancer or something, and I think he died at like 52 or 54, maybe 56. But they said he meditated every day, and he had a brain of a 27-year-old. It ages your brain in reverse.
I need to start doing that. Lord knows.
I ain't never heard that before. Yeah.
I thought it was tearing me up. So I definitely need it.
But guess what? All thoughts pass. Everything passes. All feelings pass. Emotions pass. Everything passes. Even we will pass. Right? Yes. So there's no reason for you to just sit there fixated on one feeling or emotion. It'll pass.
Don't do it often enough. Deanna, tell me about the program. Like, if somebody want to get into the self-love program, like, what's the steps? Like?
Well, you can go to my website, my landing page. It's Deanna Michon, so it's DeannaMichon.com, and you can sign up that way. So I do personal and private coaching, 1-on-1. There's a monthly fee for that, and sometimes if you just want to If you just want to do like maybe twice a month or something, I'll just do a special fee for that. I also do public speaking for different groups, for companies, for, you know, morale boosting, for team building, all those sorts of things. Because if you think about it, if you're working with people every single day and they're all unhappy, or they don't know how to deal with conflict, and they don't know how to deal with each other because they don't like this one or that one or whatever. When you really love yourself and value yourself, you know how to be patient, you know how to be calm, you know how to be quiet when you need to be quiet. Like, it really can create a whole new culture. So you can go to that website and sign up for that. I'm also on Instagram, which you guys can find me here. And you can message me. But I like to assess the need first. I like to talk to people first, do a discovery session to see what it is that they need. Because sometimes people just need therapy. Like, I mean, you know, I'm great and all, but I'm not a therapist. And I will direct you to therapy if I think you need therapy. But mostly I do a lot of different meditations with people. I do an exercise where I kind of walk you back through childhood. So you're going to feel some things and you can release some things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably needed.
Avon, like, I'm gonna sign up tonight.
You know? Hey, yo, go ahead.
I got you. You know.
I want to show you some love. I want to clap it up for you. March 12th, I looked at your post. You celebrating buying your home, right? 1 year anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get some claps for her, please? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did all your research. I am like impressed.
Well, I just, you know, I like to tap in. I want you to feel like I know you, you know,
yes.
at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So, like to, you know, celebrate people and talk about what you got going on. That's, you know,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's why you're here.
We have to really spread more love to the world. And honestly, when you love, like one thing, like before COVID, at the gym, I would always hug everybody. I was known as the hug dealer. Because you never really know what people are going through. And if you think about it, 1 out of 4 people are abused in their home. So 1 out of 4 people that you know is being abused in one way or the other, whether it's physical, verbal, mental, psychological, whatever, they're being abused. And so spreading a little love every day, smiling at somebody, just giving them a compliment, giving them a hug if you can, it can change the world. And that is part of my motivation.
Yes. I'm glad you said that. More love needs to be spread. You know, more love needs to be spread. We need to spread as much love as, you know, 10 times as more as the hate, should I say. You know, we need to trump that.
Absolutely.
Also, people need to learn in the form of somebody keeping up with you, calling you out on certain things. That's a form of love as well. That's a form of love. You know,
and tightening up your circle. Tighten your circle up. You don't have to still be friends with everybody you were friends with 15 years ago.
There you go.
And I know a lot of people.
Date.
Yes.
You have to. If someone is draining you and you're just, all I can ever tell people is keep being authentic. Keep being yourself. Keep saying what works for you. Don't keep doing what makes everybody else happy, because at the end of the day, people are going to judge you anyway. They have their own issues. And the people that are judging you the most anyway are the ones that they just want to take the attention off themselves. So don't just keep being authentic. Learn how to say no. Spread a little love and really work on healing yourself. Because especially if you want to be in a really good relationship, you want to be with somebody who also has worked on themselves, right? Let's get two healthy people together sometimes, like, and then get into alignment. That's my favorite word. I haven't used it yet, but alignment is everything.
Yes, that it is, because I think sometimes we let things run their course, and now it's off-road course. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so that's all I'm gonna say.
And then you wake up one day like, how did I get here? You know, like what's going on? What's wrong with me? What am I thinking? You know, but the more you start to really pour some love into yourself, and a lot of people don't know what that looks like. I didn't know what that looked like either. That's why I coach people and teach them how to do it. Because it's a process. This is not just like, oh, hey, y'all, go love yourself. Appreciate you.
Yes.
What does that mean? What am I doing?
Yes. A lot of people don't know how to love themselves because they weren't given love the right way while they were coming up, you know. Guilty. You know, it wasn't showed. You know, coming from the household that I came from, they were men, but they perished a little bit early. So my mother had to be, you know, somewhat of the tough one too. So she, you know, it wasn't too much of the love because she had to still teach me, you got, you know, when you leave out this door, you got to be a rock. You can't be out here, you know, showing everybody like you got too much love in you. It's the sad part about it, but it's the realest thing that you gotta face the world with. Because once you're too nice, they coming for you. That's a real thing.
They are, but if you have boundaries, you can say no, and you have to have boundaries. And it's something you just reminded me of is love languages, because of however we came up, whatever we were taught, however we felt as children. Because I felt worthless, I felt unloved, all that. So I give a lot of love. But I give a lot of love the way that I receive love. So you really have to learn what someone's love language is. So if you guys don't know what love languages are, I would encourage you to look up love languages. There's 5 of them. One of them is acts of service, which is mine, which is like do something to make my life easier, whether it's take my car to get gas or bring me some lunch or help me with the laundry, something that makes my life a little bit easier, acts of service. There's gifts. Some people love gifts. There's physical touch. That's usually one of the males, number 1. There's words of affirmation. So some people need to hear, you know, and what's the other one? Why is it escaping me? Words of affirmation. Somebody help me. Gifts, acts of service, physical touch, and oh my God, why is it escaping me? I know somebody's got to know.
It's that tequila. All I know is a drink.
Whatever. No, I mean, I know it. I say it all the time. I don't know why it's not coming to me.
Well, yeah, girl, Miss Wilson, Miss Ava Wilson, where's she at?
Come on, Eva. What is it? Quality time. Quality
there
time.
You go.
There you go. I did not think of that.
There you go.
My point is, if your mate receives love because, like, with quality time, they just want you to give them some time, but you're over here showering them with gifts because that's your love language, they're not going to receive that love.
Yeah.
Because that's the way you receive love.
Yeah.
Be conscious of that, how you give love.
That's real. That's real. Because a lot of us think, you know, showering people with gifts is a love language. It can be for some people. It's not for everybody, you know. Sometimes it, like it is, Kelly said, it's quality time. Or I'm a time person myself. I like, you know, even just with my friends, anything, you know, well, we all getting up there, you know. I'm not going to say old, but we getting up there. You get quality time, and you got to take that time out of your day to spend it with your friends. And another thing is, I know cuz down there, I text him, I tell him, cuz I love you. Some people probably think I'll be going through something or I'm crazy or something like that. But you got to tell your friends that you love them, tell your family members that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take time out of your day. When's the last time you told your girl you loved her? When's the last time you told your mother you loved her, your father, your grandmother, your aunt? We go through so much time in the day just to stop and be like, yo, I ain't even tell you I loved you today. Yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, it's important. And just, we'll end with this. Life doesn't give you what you want.
Yes.
It only gives you what you think you deserve.
There you go. Say it again for me one more time. One more
Life doesn't give you what you want. It only gives you what you think you deserve. So you know what? You should get off the phone and write down what you think you deserve and just start.
I'm about to put that on my steering wheel. So.
You gotta put that in your bathroom mirror with makeup. Every day I gotta see it. For real. Every day.
No.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I had so much fun.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate you for coming. You know, tell everybody what you do again, where they can, you know, come get your services, you know.
Yeah. So I'm Deanna Michon, and I'm a self-love coach, and I like to teach people how to heal their childhood wounds, how to establish healthy boundaries, and how to value and love themselves. And you can find me at deannamichon.com or here on Instagram at Michon_317. I'm also on Facebook. And I think my cell phone number is probably on the Instagram, I believe. I'm happy to receive text messages. I'm very personal with it. So I do have people that help me, but I like to be in touch with people that are seeking my services. So I would love for any of you to hit me up on Instagram, Messenger, whatever works. and we'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see if we can work well together.
I hear
That's
that.
what's up. If you was to nominate anybody to come through, have a discussion with us, who would that person be?
Probably David Girton, who is the health deck coach, and he talks a lot about, and I can send you his info, but he does a lot of just health things, like whether it's mental, spiritual, physical, food, nutrition, all of those things that actually help you to have a better life.
Okay.
And he's more about the balance of it all.
Okay.
Because we do need help with balancing. We do.
Yes.
I know I did. I still do.
I was about to say still.
Guys, listen, it's a constant journey. You know, like you're never just going to be this healed individual. You're never just going to have all the answers. Even with me, I coach people, but I don't have all the answers. I'm constantly learning about myself, you know, and I just want people to be happy. And understand that life is so good. It's so good.
Yes, it
is. And
Yes,
it's only getting better. It's only getting better. Please repeat that every day. Life is good and it's only getting better.
It's only getting better. It's only getting better. Say it again.
Especially when you put that tequila in that health drink. I'm telling you.
You know what?
Only
It's because it's like, you know, it's setting it off. Like it's giving me the healthy stuff while it's, relaxing you know. You know what, Dayron? We're not friends anymore. We're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
I'm creating a healthy boundary right now with you. No.
We drink it as the top discussion.
You going to tap the kombucha container?
Cheers.
God, there you go.
Cheers to that, man.
We'll have to do it again, guys. And I would love to have you guys on with me one day, too. That would be awesome.
Just send an invitation. I'm there.
I got you.
Pull up, but it can't be just one side. It got to be some men in there rooting for us, too. Because I don't want them to be the
I have a good friend.
Because they be going in on their show.
No, I have a really good friend. I might have to see. I think I saw him sign on. I don't know if he's still here. Brian Hall. I can't really see.
You and your co-host, what's her name? I forgot. I don't even know her name.
Well, that's the other thing. Brian Hall, that's another person you want to look into because he has a men's mental health room on Clubhouse. And it is dope. It is dope. Like, so all the men get to talk. The women have to be down. They can only listen.
Hey, yes, sir.
I'm coming in the room. Hey, yo, Brian Hall, hit me.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. And I learned a lot about men on his show. Like I learned to be more patient and more understanding and more sensitive to men because he talks a lot about like the suicide rate and even with Black men, and it's very high, believe it or not.
That's deep.
And that that a lot of guys, they feel like they have to handle everything on their own, and when they feel like their world is crashing down around them, they can't talk about it. They don't want to tell anybody how they're feeling and stuff like that. And but it's really good for women to hear too. He would be great. He's Brian is a Super Bowl champion. Like he played for the Baltimore Ravens, and he is a really good guy. He would be great too.
All right, definitely gotta tap in with them.
Yeah, I just tagged him because I saw him come on, but I don't know. Yeah, I just tagged him, but he's a great guy to check into.
That's what's up.
We appreciate
you stopping through.
Thanks again.
It's the top discussion. I'm about to go get me some tequila with some kombucha. You feel me? See how that hits.
You know what? See what you get for being honest. See what you get for being honest. Like,
You said it. I was just listening. But I'm going to take that note real quick and, run with that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
A little good with the bad, a little health with the, we good.
And I'll give you some more. I have lots of really healthy tips for, a lot of things. You got like, we'll have to get into that. But if you, I'm big into like natural herbs and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So.
I need that.
Y'all are funny.
That's Mr. Herbal Life up there. Mr. Herbal Life. Now he don't want to say nothing.
You funny. You funny.
Yo. I mean,
I
it's been great tonight. It's been great tonight, man.
Been.
Shout out to Miss Deanna Spence. Yo, everybody go up to the top. Make sure you follow everybody in this live. Every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Yo, we just having top discussion. Whatever's at the top of the mind, we having a discussion about it, man. We kicking it. Bring your drink. Sit back and relax and learn something. If something might trigger you, go execute on the information, yo. Top discussion every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Peace. You guys.